Alright, welcome back. Welcome back, y'all. I must admit, I'm a bit tired today. So this might end up being a bit shorter one. But let's see what we can get done today. First live stream? Well, hope you enjoyed, Speedster. What are the chances you wake up the same time that I'm streaming? I mean, I usually start the stream at 6 PM my time. So depending on where you live, that might be in the morning for you. I think in the US it's currently morning time. So it could work. So let's just jump right in. Alright, and we're back. Welcome back. So, this is day number 3 of the B-Spec only challenge. We're 8.9% done. Our B-Spec driver, the GT guy, has driven 712 kilometers by now. This is day 102. And yeah, pretty average skills by now. I'm not sure where these skills start exactly, but yeah, machine skill is 61, core skill 53, and battle skill is 53 as well. I'd say it's pretty average, and I hope that the skills will continue to improve. Now, the question is, what should we even do next? Like, it's been a hot while since we did this challenge, so I don't even know... I don't even know where we should continue. We definitely have to complete all of these events here. But now we have a decent amount of money, so we could theoretically just buy a car for all of these events here. The thing with the endurance races, those would obviously be an option too. But, unfortunately... Wait, where are they? Unfortunately, endurance events only start when you have completed 25% of the game. And currently we're at 8.9% and this is the 3rd stream. So if you actually want to sit in some endurance race, that's going to take a while. Try this challenge too, but sped up the game a bit. Your GT guy beats the Formula Championship. Nice. I assume he gets really good at max stats then? And yeah, I also finally updated the YouTube member badges. They're now representing the Gran Turismo licenses. Which I think is quite nice. Wait, what just happened? Why did I just hear that? Did you guys hear that too? Oh, I think I know why. I think that must have been a follower on Twitch. Which means I do not have... I do not have YouTube notifications enabled today. I hope that changes by now. I don't necessarily want to restart the stream because of it. Either way, so where should we continue? I'd honestly be down to buy something that can knock down some of these events here. We could surely win the car for this stuff, but I don't think we need to at this point. Like, we could do some very, very clever routing. Well, and we could do some very clever routing and see exactly where we win which cars that we can use for all of this stuff. But I honestly don't even think it's necessary. This is not a no spending money challenge here. One thing that I wanted to check here. European cars only. UK cars only. UK cars only. I kind of decided in mind that some of these you can actually just participate in, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Must have been a different Gran Turismo game. Production cars only. Isn't this an endurance race? It was also recommended to do the Schwarzwaldliga. Yeah, cheap FF car is probably a good idea. That way we could knock down 2 beginner events. The FF Cup and the Lightweight K Cup. So I'd say let's try to find something that's cheap and front-wheel drive. And small, of course. I'd say let's go to Japan. They probably have the right cars for this. Daihatsu, maybe? I guess that could work, but it's too slow, probably. What in the world is that? Is that an older midget? I've never seen that thing before. What the... Okay, unfortunately we can't get that one, but I think it will get us anywhere anyways. So, whatever. That looks so bad. These are not K cars here. I think Suzuki might be worth checking out. These are not even viable. There's an old Civic here. Doesn't have much horsepower though. What are the specs for this thing? I would like to know how big it is. And we can also check the used car dealer. We might actually be a little bit more lucky there. And we also need a Roadster. MX-5 would surely be good for that. Actually, we should probably get an MX-5. That would probably complete the Lightweight K Cup as well. Plus the Roadster Championship, right? It's a bit tricky. I can't see how long these cars are. So you just kind of have to take a guess. We also need something classic at some point, but not right now. A little bit tricky. Suzuki could have some good stuff actually. These might work, but they're all not really that powerful. Go to the shopping page? What shopping page? I think I'm gonna just browse through the used car dealer, honestly. Lineup has been updated. What do we got here? Think out Civic is small enough? Nah, probably not. That thing is probably too long. I know that the MX-5 is not a K car, but it doesn't actually matter. They're not only allowing K cars, they're only allowing cars that are, I think, 3.5 meters long. Obviously, that includes cars that aren't K cars. Like the Honda Beat could probably compete, for example. That's not a K car. Skyline. Yeah, no, I'm a bit indecisive, to be honest. Cappuccino is probably a good idea because it's just really, really light. A turbo box if we can find it. I mean, we also need an NA car, but I don't think we can cover all three of these. If you click purchase, there's info. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. But I would just buy the car immediately. MGF. I think it's actually pretty fast. It's less than 4 meters, which I think makes it pass for something. It's MR. And it's 130 horsepower. That's actually a decent base. I don't think it can beat the MR championship actually, but hey, it's also Spider Roadster. This actually covers a lot, and it's not even that slow. This thing. I think that's worth spending money on. It's not a good car in general, but I think it might just be good enough for what we're trying to do here. MR2 could probably work too, though. So we need something that's small, preferably front-wheel drive or mid-engine, and also preferably naturally aspirated. And yeah, like one of these four. Elise is probably a really good bet. That is a really good bet, actually. That's probably better than the MGF. It's a bit more expensive too. But that thing is small, weighs nothing, and has a lot of horsepower. That would probably easily beat the MR championship. And by the MG, it's slower than you'd expect. Alright, thanks for the warning. No, not this time. Suzuki wagon. I have to check the specs again. I think it's definitely less than 3.5 meters in length. Okay, but that at least is a good bet. It's really expensive. But right now, all I care about, like, money is actually not a huge issue right now. We have a lot of cars we can sell as well. Let me just check once again for the cake up. That's actually 3,400 millimeter or less. That's actually very, very... That's a tiny margin. I'm not sure if I can find something this small. Okay. So let's look for that, I guess. But at least it's a good car. We might just buy it anyways. And that's the turbo box. I don't think it's small enough though, or is it? Ah! 20 millimeters too long, that's unfortunate. But at least is good shit, 100%. Right, I'm just looking at the length of these cars. So we can actually do the K-Car Championship. The thing is, we were able to do it at one point. We did get the Auto Bianchi, like that Abarth, we I think got from the Sunday Cup. That was actually able to participate, but at the time it just wasn't worth it. The car was not pulling through, the driver wasn't able to do it. Exactly, like you can win that one with the Abarth Auto Bianchi. But we had to get rid of it at the time. That thing is just too slow. I think it actually just has 33 horse or 30 horsepower. Oh boy. Aren't there MR2s that are also open top? Why am I being stupid? Because those could also participate in the Spider Championship. Too long. Volvo. I don't think that will qualify. There's so many, there's so few cars that just don't, that just qualify. And what day it is today? Yeah, 11/11, and apparently Most Wanted's birthday. You tell me, mate. Let me check the lease again. I don't think we'll get our value back from the Elise, to be honest. But we don't need to. Okay, so this thing will not qualify for the lightweight championship. But we could do the MR championship with this thing. And maybe something else. Let me check. I mean, we could do some British events with this thing. That's actually good. We don't have a British car yet, so that opens up the opportunity for more money if we need it. And maybe some prize cars. I wanted to check in here. Oh yeah, it's NA too, right? I think it's NA, so that we could do this. And maybe also the World Compact. Yeah, we could also do World Compact with this one. There's probably also an Elise 1 make, yeah. Let's buy the Elise. Elise opens up a lot of doors here. Like, that's what it's all about here. Just buying cars that actually open up as many opportunities for events as possible. And although the Elise is expensive, I think it's worth it. Cappuccino is the best option for the K-Cup. Yeah, I think so too. I think that's what I'm gonna end up buying additionally. Wait, let me do an oil change first. And we definitely have some money. We can experiment around a little bit. That day when Cologne is literally untraversable? Why? I don't live in Cologne. I've only been to Cologne like 5 times. Except if I need to travel somewhere. I need to stop in Cologne. So, oil change, we could check upgrades. Although I don't think it's necessarily gonna need it. But if there's something cheap in there that makes the car heaps better, then I'll probably go for it. Yeah, it only shaves off 20 kilos, it's not really worth it, I think. So we do not want to put a turbo in, because right now it's still NA, and I want to keep it that way so we can actually participate in the NA Cup. Oh, this doesn't add much horsepower. We can maybe add a racing chip at best. Only does 7 horsepower, but racing chip does more than that, actually. Maybe tires. Does the car even need soft tires? Considering how light it is? I'm just gonna throw it in some events, see how it does, and then, if necessary, upgrade it some more. So I gotta admit, I'm a bit worried about the MR Cup here. Something tells me there's gonna be NSXs and just really fast cars here. But let's see how it goes. Yeah, weight reduction only does like 21 kilos, not much. I mean, better than nothing, I guess. Jumper looks great. I mean, it's turtleneck sweater, but Thank you. Yeah, there's an Endless X in here. Other leases. Yeah, let's just see how it goes. But I think we might need more upgrades. If I had to guess. Especially the leases here are also more modern. Let's see how he does. Especially it's not a good track either. Actually, we did pass on the outside. Look at this. Okay, so far so good, not bad. We're actually right on the Elise. I think a few upgrades would be nice just for safety, but I think for now it's alright. It's just a really bad track once again, where the AI driver can just not really do much. Ah, but maybe now? Yeah, there you go. Nice one, nice one. But someone's already pissing off. Like, we have the Clio ahead of us. I think that's another Elise up front. I'm not sure if we can get that one. It's only ahead by 2.5 seconds. It doesn't sound like much, but I don't know. Hey, Simon. Yeah, it's just a really bad track for the AI. Like, there are just not a lot of opportunities to overtake here. Usually I also just push my way through the fields, like, in a nasty way, but you can't really do that here. I mean, we are getting closer. Now we're just 1.7 seconds ahead. I think I'm just gonna keep him on push. Actually, you know what? We're making up a lot of ground. Look at this. We're getting really close. Really quickly. Now we only have one more lap to overtake. Now we can do the Schwarzwald Liga later if we need to. Right now we actually have to complete these beginner events no matter what. So I need an MR car anyways. Oh, there we go. Pog. Okay, nice. The old school Elite is actually better, man. Okay, I hope it doesn't make a mistake now. I think I'm just gonna put him too fast. Okay. Oh no. Are you fucking kidding me? Please drive it to the end. Okay. Whew. Okay. That was just the first race. You didn't miss anything. Okay. I'm surprised we went through this that easily. What do the numbers above mean? They basically tell the AI how hard they are supposed to drive. So at 1 you're basically telling him to slow down already. 3 is just kind of like average driving, and 5 is push. Like, you just want him to push. In the beginning you can set it to push and tell him to overtake. But at some point he's gonna start making mistakes. At which point you have to tell him to calm down a little bit. Like right now you see it up above. Push, fast, steady, cruise, slow down. Usually you don't need to use slow down on a few tracks that are very tricky, and if your AI driver is using a very difficult car to drive and the track is a bitch, then you may actually set him to cruise, but that's about it. I still have the retexture mode on because honestly, like 9 out of 10 times it does look better. If I'm being honest. Occasionally a few things don't look good, but the vast majority looks better. Like it's a net positive, I think. Yeah, right now he's taking it wide, but honestly the car is so light that doesn't matter. And I don't even have soft tires equipped on this thing. Yeah, you can definitely go for outside passes here. Look at that. Yeah, the lease is good. It was absolutely worth the money. 40k or whatever we paid for it. I think 44k. A lot of money. But seems to be more than worth it. That thing is actually good, and I've not even upgraded that thing. Or at least not massively. I put in a racing chip in, that's it. That was a bit much though. I think I'm gonna have time to just go fast. I think pushes a bit too much. I think the way he overshoots these corners giving me a bit of anxiety. Yep, he's definitely pushing himself inside, yep. I tell him to stop overtaking, because if you press the overtake button, the AI will basically brake a lot later and use alternative racing lines in an attempt to overtake. Obviously, if you're first, the AI can just follow the racing line as normal. This feature always seemed like a non-feature to me. It's one of those things that is definitely nice to have, for sure. Like if you have tracks that you really don't like and really don't want to drive on, you can just use this. Plus, you know, with the long races that this game has, yeah, you probably want to just do these on B-Spec anyways. Whether or not it's worth it, I don't know, up for you to decide. I think it's nice. It's nice to have, especially that your driver actually improves over time and has like dedicated stats. You know? Although leveling them up takes forever. Like, I'm literally doing every single race in B-Spec and we're only halfway done with the stats. So, it takes ages to level up. But what we're doing right now is basically playing the game as a simulator. Not simulator, manager, I guess is more appropriate. Right now we're playing the game as a manager. That's pretty interesting. I don't really play manager games, like I know that's like a whole separate genre of video games. I never really play that stuff. I wonder how well this stacks up against games that are actually manager focused. Especially from the time. But at least claps. Like, the least just claps this MR championship. I'm super proud of it. Motorsport Manager before Motorsport Manager was a thing. A little bit, yeah. When did the first Motorsport Manager come out? Okay, New York, I have a little bit of anxiety. Because the lease is good, but it doesn't have much top speed, I'd imagine. Let's see how it does. A new Payday 2 video win. I don't know, man, but I've kept you waiting for how long? 6, 8 years. Oh yeah, people that are mentally, not mentally, people that are physically disabled, yeah, for those people this is definitely quite nice. Like, this wasn't a time where accessibility options were just not a thing. Oh, yeah, 100%. We're already up in 4th. This is a pretty long race though, I think we should be fine. Although I'm still a bit worried about the lack of top speed. Especially when there's like an NSX here. And a Clio. For the mentally challenged too, based on how some people drive IRA. See, the thing is, I don't even think that B-Spec discourages you from playing A-Spec, because this is infinitely harder. Like, this is way more difficult, because you don't have control. And the AI driver does not drive as well as you do. And you don't get any bonuses from this either. I think this is really just meant for, as an option for certain races that the player just doesn't want to do, because they just don't like the track, or the race is just too long, or whatever. At that point, you can obviously argue why even bother adding the, here we go. Why even bother adding the tracks and races in the first place, but Yeah. You know, like the way I personally see it is it's an option. The game doesn't force you to use it, it's just an option. And options are always good in a game. Doesn't matter what it is. I like options. So do I tell him to go fast or steady? I think I'm gonna leave him on fast, mainly because there isn't really much to fuck up. If he overshoots the corner, he's just gonna bump a wall and just be on his way. And there's no gravel traps to fall off to. Yeah, B-Spec is a must for endurance races, 100%. Look at the PNG crowd. Is B-Spec actually still in the newer Gran Turismo games? Okay, I'm trying to go steady. Is that still a thing? Or did they get rid of it? How did I learn English? I got the basics done in school, and then everything else just YouTube. I watched so many American and British YouTubers when I was a teenager. More than I watched German YouTubers, and that really helped my language skills. Yeah, that NSX is dangerous, man. It's still on us. I hope the Lees can stay ahead. Oh, GT6 was the last one to feature B-Spec. An update. Interesting. I mean, I get it not being a GT Sports, considering they wanted to do like a soft reboot with that thing. Now, being GT7 is a shame. You cannot be fucking serious! Oh my god, look at the times! Look at this! I knew that NSX would be dangerous. I knew it, man. I knew that NSX would be dangerous. Yeah, I should have just pressed push in the end, man. I was so brain AFK. Fuck! Bullshit, man. Okay, let's just move on to the other race. I'll redo that one afterwards. Yeah, I was worried if I push the driver, he's gonna make mistakes again. Now I started pushing, I'm like, that's not good. The damn NSX. Alright. Usually I win pretty much every single race on this track because I cut that little chicane at the end there. Obviously the AI driver is not smart enough to do that. So we're gonna have to win this the old-fashioned way now. It's already going off. Oh boy. Yeah, GT6 still recycling PS2 models was just lazy. At that point, just don't put the cars in if you only have the PS2 models available. That's just silly. Yeah. Now we got an even longer straight, and this time the NSX also started in first. Fantastic. Couldn't be any better here. I'm not sure what these sound effects are all the time, like this boom. You hear that all the time. You definitely hear it when you overtake someone, which makes sense. But doesn't really make sense that it just triggers randomly sometimes. Oh, look at that, beautiful. Beautiful. That could have been a maneuver from me, man. Dude, did you see that fucking hood they added for the Silvia S15 in Forza? The fuck, man. Literally just a PNG of an engine. Like, it cannot get any more lazy than that. That is almost laughable. Oh, the Bing is for every overtake. Oh, okay. I thought it was only for me. So I was kind of confused. That hood was a bug. Ah, okay. Cool. I'm not sure if that's better or worse. How do you fuck that up? Actual just JPEG engine. Dude, I don't think I can get this NSX on this track here. This track is much better suited for the NSX. I think I get it. And I'm permanently on push now. It doesn't look like the AI is making mistakes. Yeah, I think we'll just put like one upgrade into the Elise just to make things a little bit easier. This is getting a bit depressing now. A damn NSX, man. Especially the first two races seemed so easy. I guess they were more curvy in general. Like, there were just more turns on those tracks. I think that's what made them so much easier. Now that we have more high-speed center tracks, struggling a little bit. Also the Netherlands. Although I feel like we did get a little bit closer. JPEG engine is still in the game. And Forza devs do not give a shit about their game anymore. Cannot convince me otherwise. Anyone working on the game that gives a shit would have looked at that and said, yeah, we're not adding this. We're not adding this until this is fixed. Lucas Tuckerman. Okay, El Capitan we should be able to do though. That's a track that I'm confident in beating. And also the USA. I'm doing alright. A bit sleepy today. So I'm not sure how long I'm gonna be streaming today. I think that song is from Sonic. Yep. Yeah, I think this track we should be doing fine. There's actually two NSXs here. There's a first gen NSX in there as well. It's it has a few high-speed sections, this track. I think there's enough turns and curves that at least should have the upper hand here, in general. Jake, how excited are you that American Truck Simulator is getting a Texas update? The DLC, I guess, is more appropriate. If you consider doing this challenge, you need nerves of steel for the beginning, man. The beginning is so rough. Because in the beginning, your AI driver has no skill whatsoever. And you have zero options. You have to buy something really quick from the used car market in the beginning. I picked I think it was like a Lancer Evo 1, which I think was actually the fastest car you could buy in the beginning. You could get around that by just doing the licenses and using those cars, but yeah, not doing that. No, James is not British. I think is he from Florida? I don't even know. I don't think I need to tell him to push anymore. I mean, I do have American Truck Simulator. I actually liked it more than Euro Truck Simulator 2. I thought the environment was just more interesting. And the roads were wider. And since I treat that game as a racing game, basically, I actually have more fun with it. It's like watching a baby grow from walking to running. Yeah, a little bit. Like, the driver is definitely doing so much better now. I really wonder how much better they can become over time. You're watching my stream on PS4 and you're using your phone to text the chat. That's a pretty unique way to watch a stream, man. But if it works, it works. Yeah, American Truck Simulator definitely came out much later. But still. I mean, effectively, like, mechanically, they're the same game. Honestly. They're not that different. It's just the map, really. But I guess maybe I like American Truck Simulator more because I obviously don't live in the US. Like, for people that live in the US, they find Euro Truck Simulator more interesting because that's in Europe. Like, whatever's foreign, basically. It's more interesting. Even with higher skill, he's still doing some dumb driving mistakes. Yeah, because you can still push him too much, you know. Japanese truck simulator. Wait, there are no trucks in Japan? Man, that would be cool. Or just like Asian truck simulator. Can't wait to drive my truck into the North Korean headquarters. I don't fucking know. That's a midget startup trucking company simulator. Dude, earlier I actually saw like an older That's a midget. This the one from the YouTube video was the Type 2. And just earlier when I started the stream I found the Type 1. Doesn't have this massive spare tire in the front. See, that race was easy now. That was easy. As expected. Like, the lease is so damn good, but it needs to... It can only shine on the right tracks. Tracks with too many top speed sections, that's where it kind of starts to crumble down a little bit. Alright, so let's go out and maybe put a few horsepower upgrades into the thing. And hopefully that does the trick. Definitely want to keep it NA. Because there's an NA cup in the professional stuff. And I hope we can... I hope we're fast enough for that one. There we go. Sure, we can get an engine swap here. So, we can get the first NA tune. I mean, second one would be a little bit overkill. It also doesn't really do that much. It costs a lot of money, but doesn't really do much. What about exhaust? 10 horsepower. Did I get stage 1 or stage 2, Chad? Nah, I don't wanna put a turbo in. We need a natural aspirated car for the NA Cup. Like, obviously we get more performance out of this one. Yeah, I can make the car even lighter, but it doesn't really help that much. Like, it's just 21 kilos. I mean, it's very cheap, so I can just get it, I guess. Better than nothing. But yeah, maybe I should just spend some money on the stage 2 tuning, because clearly the car is really good. Clearly the car is super worth the money. Yeah, you can probably take the turbo. Yeah, you can actually take the turbo out afterwards, but yeah. Don't the NA tuning and part polish overpower each other? What do you mean overpower each other? And exhaust. You know what, let's just get everything in. Fuck it. I don't need to be greedy here. We got money. Let's just make this as comfortable as possible. We could also put soft tires on, but it doesn't really seem like handling is any issue. Yeah, I think that's about it for now. I mean, yeah, I can get the part polish, but that is actually not worth it. 7 horsepower, fuck that. Only if you're in big trouble, I will buy that. I mean, you can also do an at least 1 make race if necessary. And who knows, maybe there's actually a good price card there that could help. No idea. Okay, let's try it again. I think it's the NSX just doesn't have the handling. Like, this thing weighs nothing, basically. Could also add a spoiler on top and that would make it even better. And soft tires. Would make more sense that NA to increase the effectiveness of part polish. Ah, okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, true. Real driving simulator, by the way. Okay, I hope now we actually have more power. I mean, it would definitely help if we just adjust the gearing. Like, if necessary, it's something we can also do. Just make the gearbox a bit taller. But yeah. Okay, then 87 Esprit Turbo. It's probably just good for selling. Like, it's just good value, but that's about it. Bonking a lot of walls here. Honestly, we're still catching up, so I'm not actually too concerned. I just let him drive, fuck it. Alright, let's see. This is actually the first gen. I'm not even sure it's the first or second gen NSX faster. I think we were battling it out against the second gen. Bonk. Okay, that actually worked. Same? Let's see how it does now. It actually looks like we're ever so slightly increasing the gap. Not by much though, but just enough. Are you fucking insane? What are you doing? Don't tell me I now need to put on soft tires. Come on, man. And that thing just got like an extra 40 horsepower or so, which doesn't sound like much, but if you consider how little this car weighs, it does increase the weight to power ratio quite a bit. Mate! You're unsteady! What's your problem, man? LMP? What is actually a problem? I'm definitely gonna tell him to push on those straights. Not gonna do the same mistake again. Yeah, he's on a steady push. think I created a monster. I could make a monster out of this if I wanted to. If I go really hard on the upgrades, then yeah, that thing could become very, very dangerous. I could. Yeah, acceleration is much better. We actually made some pretty devastating mistakes here, but we were more than fine here. I like the challenge. It's really chill, gotta say. Sometimes it's a bit hype, honestly. But in general, it's a really chill way to play the game. Because you're not actually playing the game. You're watching the game. Yeah, if you had, like, imagine adding super softs to this thing. Super soft racing tires. The hell, man. And then maximum weight reduction, which probably won't do that much, but adding a spoiler as well. Suspension upgrades. Brake upgrades. That would be quite silly. A little bit silly. Okay, well, let's try this again. This way we just had issues because the car wasn't powerful enough. Plain and simple. I think I'm just gonna do this via the race monitor because we've already done these races here. Those were 2 places immediately. I think he just made a mistake. We're already up to 2nd. Ah. You can... Yep. Yeah, I think we're good. I want to fully build an Elise in the game now. Yeah, go for it, man. Yeah, look how much easier this is. Those upgrades really, really helped. I think I'm gonna keep him unsteady to this section here, but on this straight I'm gonna tell him to push again. Little mistake. Okay. Push through the final straight. There we go. I think it's quick. You can beat NSXs and Clios. That's not bad. What do we even get as a prize car here? In the MR Cup. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's pre-turbo. I thought we got this one. I thought we'd get this one from the Elise Cup. What do we get in the Elise Cup? That one make challenge. So we can also do the Spider and Roadster with this thing, which is good. And honestly, this is gonna be easy. It's just 2 laps though. What the fuck? Why is this only 2 laps? Elise Cup car. Oh, you get an Elise Cup car from that thing. That's that track now. I was thinking of a different track then. Honestly, looking at the opponents is probably gonna be way easier. There's a compressor in here, fuck. Maybe we'll do the Elise, I mean, no, we don't need an Elise Cup car. We already have a race car. Like the Z. Ah, okay. You didn't spoil it specifically. Okay, getcha. So how are we doing here? In the Spiders challenge. I initially wanted to buy a... well, an MX-5 for this. And I think I can be glad that I didn't. Because I think this would have been way harder. With an MX-5. Yeah, that Z race car is super broken. But yeah, unfortunately we can't use it for everything. Yes, pass that fucking Z Spider Roadster, whatever it is. No one likes you. The compressor got released. Yeah, maybe just a little bit more handling upgrades would be sweet, honestly, I will say. Like just some soft tires here. Doesn't seem to be super necessary, but I would just make it ever so slightly more convenient. Now, honestly, I think the Roadster Championship is in the bag. Before we even started it. Just watched my Gran Turismo 3 vid, where I completed the game without upgrades. Man, that was so hard. That was so damn hard. It was probably the hardest gaming challenge I've done so far. I can try to do the same challenge in Gran Turismo 4 at some point. For sure. But I think in these races I'll mostly be speeding up. Yeah, it's going super well. Elise was an expensive endeavor, but also a very efficient one. It's your time to do a curse picture with Elise. Oh boy. Yeah, send it to my Discord if it's done. Trial Mountain. I haven't been here in a while. Alright, let's go. Although I will say, I don't like the Elise visually that much. Like, the rear is fine. Not a huge fan, to be honest, though. I really don't like the rear. I think the Elise, I guess in general, like, Lotus cars just look better and better the older they get. Which is something that doesn't really happen that often anymore. If I look at the modern BMW cars, like, fuck me. That's something that I appreciate about Lotus. Like, their cars just look better and better and better and better over time. Play on GT7? Don't have any. Not interested in playing the game. That was easy. That took less than 50 seconds to just pass the entire field. Very nice. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, the endurance races only unlock when you have completed 25% of the game. I think at that point we've already completed the challenge. But I don't like that they took so much freedom away from you. Don't like what they did with the used car dealer. Don't like that there aren't any dedicated cups anymore. Don't like the cafe. So I'm just not interested in playing the game. Oh yeah, and you can't sell cars, it's true. Forgot about that. Man, this is such a cakewalk. I'm not sure if this is the easiest cup I've done so far, but it's definitely up there. And I didn't see the mirror yet. Nope. Haven't heard of that one. Yeah, the single player content in GT Sport was lacking, but at least GT Sport had like cups, you know, it had like dedicated cups. There weren't a lot of them, and I thought they were way too long. Like the pacing was really bad, but at least it was there. And the problem with GT Sport was it didn't actually have an upgrade shop. That was really lame. So, I think someone mentioned that on Infineon, your AI driver performs really badly. Which I can understand, it's a pretty tricky track. I personally also don't do that well in. Honestly, with the car and the skill level of the driver, we should be doing alright. Alright, that Lotus just went off-roading. Oh, nice drift. What happened? Oh, okay, it's back on track. Yeah, you can tell. Our driver has a slightly harder time here. I think these. I mean, maybe I'm just pushing him too much. Hey, don't knock over those cones, man. Come on, dude. Okay, I think we should be fine though. Yeah, I think I'm even gonna just keep him on steady here. Otherwise, he will just make too many mistakes. Maybe I should even put him on cruise. I don't know. Actually, I don't think it even matters at the speed we're going. That's another cup down. Pogman. That was 2 of them in record time. So that means we actually almost did all of the beginner cups. I think we only have the FF cup left and the what's the other one? Lightweight K, yeah. For which, ironically enough, as the name suggests, weight is actually completely irrelevant. But it's more about the length. Content aside, do I like the handling, graphics, and car sounds? It's hard for me to judge. I only played a little bit of GT7 when I was at Kuru's place. I played it for 2 hours and it felt very similar to Gran Turismo Sport, if I'm being honest. Minus the haptic feedback of the PS5 controller, of course. I think we can use that thing for anything, by the way. Maybe some American Cups. It just felt very similar to Sport, if I'm being honest. So what should we do next? Should we get a good FF car? Front-wheel drive car? Or look for a lightweight car? I think in terms of lightweight, our options are very limited. I think the best thing we can buy here is probably a Suzuki Cappuccino. So it's something we could fish for. Should have bought one when there was one available. I mean, this one could work too. Honda Beat is probably too long. Didn't someone mention that buying BMW is also a good idea? Or like one of the, like the Schwarzwald Cup or whatever it was? I mean, there's multiple cars I can buy. I can also buy like this one. Actually, nowhere near as fast as this one. Okay, I still get a cappuccino. Can I just buy one? Buy the M Coupe. Yeah, I could just buy that as backup, I suppose. If we need to do the German races, then yeah. Ah, there's cappuccino. We can buy that one as a backup. This color. Cappuccino's early 90s. Yeah, but do you think it will beat the 90s Cup? In for the M Series Cup. Chris, thanks, man. I haven't really done much of anything except cooking today. And yeah, big plans for tomorrow. I think my parents wanna come over and help me build some stuff in the living room. We can use the cappuccino for this though, right? Yeah, of course we can. But I think we may need some upgrades. I think without anything, it's just gonna be a pain in the ass. We should throw at least 1 or 2 things into this thing. Do the lightweight cup in the professional league. Gives me a Honda S800 for the K car. But why would I do that? I just think I can probably not beat the lightweight cup in the professional league. And even then, you're basically saying do the hard event first so you have an easier time with an easier event. You have it backwards, my friend. So how much weight reduction can we get on this thing? I think I should probably better put some power in. Like a turbo, maybe. Oh, we can use the... Can we use the lease for the lightweight cup? Fuck, you're right. I think I may have just pissed away the money I spent on the cappuccino. I mean, it wasn't too expensive. Yeah, let me check. I think it might be onto something. Maybe I'm the idiot. I mean, if you look at the specs, yeah, it's definitely less than 4 meters long. And then we would have the S800. Yeah, that's true. So I basically just pissed away 5k, but that's okay. This one, right? Let's see if it's even fast enough. There's a good chance it may not even be good enough. But if the lease could win this, that would be huge. That means we actually completely got our money back from this thing. Dude, surely. Look at this. I mean, they might be tuned. But come on, man. I mean, we have to do this event anyways. This is part of the completion requirements to even enter the World Championship. But mate, surely. Nice Corsa color? What was it? Let's see how good it is. I may have to throw some upgrades into this thing. Didn't come out as good as you wanted. Great. I assume it turned out absolutely terrible. Oh boy. I mean, it's kind of a perfect track for the lease, I think. Very sad. It's vagina pink, is it? That's a very interesting description of a shade of pink. But these cars are definitely tuned. That's for sure. But probably not that much. Really? You think that's vagina pink? Tell me you've never seen a pussy without telling me you never saw a pussy. Alright. No, actually it looks like we can totally do it. Yeah, the Elise was a huge dub. Huge W. Like, this thing alone just knocked down 3 mandatory championships. Assuming we can win the rest of this, but I think we can. Like, the biggest threat here is an Audi A2. Like, look at the look at this, man. It's a bit of a joke. Although, you know, as fun as the challenge is, I must admit, I miss playing myself. I kind of want to just get behind the wheel and just drive some of these events myself. I think the lease we found in a used car dealer, but you can probably also buy it new. There's a Hot Wheels. Yeah, actually, I think I've seen that thing before. Someone posted on my Discord server. There's a Honda City Turbo Hot Wheels car. And we can also do the British or some like British events in general, not even just this lightweight one. And we can also do the at least one make race, which with the upgrades here we should absolutely destroy. We can just grind stuff out with the lease for now. It's crazy. I miss playing with myself. You didn't hear me correctly there, man. But considering it's NNN, yes. Because I totally participate in that. I too am 12 years old and participate in dumb internet trends. We actually get good money from this. Each event, and then I think another 30k for the entire championship. I actually never had this game as a kid. That's the thing. I never actually had Gran Turismo 4 as a kid. I remember back then, my parents would always kind of like force me to go to a sort of like... Well, we always went on holidays in like the same sort of camping spots, park, or whatever you want to call it. And there was like a play area, if you will, where there was just a bunch of... I think it was like 3 PlayStations. And one of those had... Oh, you could play Gran Turismo 4 there. And that's where I played it when I was like... I think like 11 or 12. The thing is, back then I was just too bad. I didn't like the game. I was just too bad for this game. And I didn't like it. I only had Gran Turismo 3 personally. That's the only Gran Turismo game I owned for a long time. Let's see if B-Spec can win the Opel Speedstar tournament. Surely. Isn't that the easiest event in the entire game? Okay. Yeah, I can already set it to steady. Probably set it to steady the entire race long. If I want to be safe here. Yeah, I think one major reason why Gran Turismo 3 sold so much is because there were also a lot of bundles out there. I think a lot of the sales from Gran Turismo 3 came through bundles. Where the game was literally just free, basically. With the PlayStation 2. I mean, this particular first gen release is really tiny. That is a really, really small car. Man, this is a piece of cake. Ah, so happy I found the Elise in the used car dealer. That was a good pull, for sure. Really happy with that. I was also in GT4 bundle, yeah. Generally these first party titles, they usually get bundles with the console. I'm too tall to fit in a Gen 1, Gen 2 and an Opel Speedster. Yeah, but you can always do a convertible conversion, right? If necessary. Just cut the roof off. But look at this, man. 30 seconds ahead. What a joke. I mean, especially on this track, the Elise really shines. Or these long corners. Or medium corners. Actually, I just saw the roof off. Easy. Short version of Grand Valley I always find so strange. I don't know why. I mean, depends what Elise we're talking about, right? In this Elise I probably cannot fit. This first gen. Been a while since I measured myself, but I should be like around 6'3", which is like 193 meters, centimeters. Holy shit! Imagine, dude. 1 meter, 93 centimeters. Yep, Attack on Titan, man. .180 is super average though. You're not actually tiny with that. That's completely average height. What is that emote? The cat. I must have added that. I can't hover over emotes on YouTube chat. It's kind of annoying. Clarkson is only 2 centimeters taller than me, okay. I recommend the Castro from Supra in GT4. Depends what you want to do with it. There's a lot of questions. What cars do I recommend? I think at the beginning the best car you can buy is a Lancer Evo 1 in the used car dealer, or at least one of them. That I recommend. I don't think I ever had a diecast car. I only had Hot Wheels as a kid. But does that count as diecast? In which case, I have no fucking idea, man. Does Gran Turismo 4 have speedruns? Yes, but not many. Mainly because on the official speedrun.com page, they only allow speedruns from an original console, which almost no one has anymore. And even less people have proper capture devices for the original PlayStation 2. Most people just play this game on emulator nowadays. And yeah, they don't allow that, which I find a bit of a shame. Hong Kong? I don't think we've been in Hong Kong yet. It's usually such an awful track, so I'm really glad I don't have to drive this one myself. I actually don't own or never owned any diecast then, if Hot Wheels and Matchbox are not included. And even then I couldn't even tell you what my first one was. I don't know. I had like hundreds. Every Friday I was allowed to pick one up. When I went grocery shopping with my mom. So see how the Elise pushes through here. Why do the rims look so out of center? That is an emulator problem. I think that is something that might be fixed on modern emulator versions. But I couldn't get this to run on modern emulator versions for some reason. I'm just gonna speed this up because there's so much slowdown on the track. The thing is, I think it's fine to allow emulator speedruns as long as you just make it a separate category, right? I can see where they're coming from because it's very easy to cheat if you play on emulators. Like, it makes cheating very easy. I think other games have specific speedrun emulators for which you can't really tinker around as much. It doesn't really work with PC6 2. It's really easy to cheat. But the way I see it, if someone wants to cheat, they will cheat anyways. Now you can set up more roadblocks, but someone who's dedicated to cheat will find a way to do so. Yeah, I think it might be because of the upscale textures, but I did not actually install the updated textures on the updated QT emulator. I don't know. We tried playing it there initially, but just kept on crashing. I don't know. I just reverted back to this. Doesn't really matter anyways. I'm not cheating. Proceeds to put a stage 3 Escudo engine into a Lupo. Yeah, nothing can go wrong there. No one will ever notice. But if I do a B-Spec speedrun, like right now? Nah. I don't think that's really interesting. I mean, this is a speedrun if you consider the fact that I don't have a timer on screen. You can just take the, you can just time it afterwards. So technically this is already classified as a speedrun. You just have to time it afterwards. Yep, most wanted is almost old enough to have sex. Only one more year, guys. And you can officially have sex with Need for Speed Most Wanted. Almost legal. The emulator is called PCSX2. I know, quite a mouthful. I'm not sure why so many emulators have terrible names. Actually, it's only the PlayStation emulators that have terrible names. Nintendo emulators and Xbox emulators have okay names, like actual words as names. There's always these fucking PlayStation emulators with these dumbass names. There's just a combination of random letters. EPSXE, PCSX2, RPCS3, PPSSPP. Like, what the fuck? Just give it a regular name, man. Who's supposed to remember this shit? I don't play any mobile games. I don't go outside, so I don't have any reason to play a mobile game. It looks like the Elise has some issues here. I mean, I don't have it set to push right now. Maybe that has something to do with it. Alright, there we go. What is an emulator? Well, an emulator is basically simulating a specific console, basically. Like, I'm not playing this on an original PlayStation 2 right now. Like, I'm playing this on a PC that is simulating a PlayStation 2 and how it would run Gran Turismo 4, basically. That's kind of what an emulator does. Supersonic, nice meme. Yeah, I'm so happy for Duck Station. I was using EPSXE before for a few games. It was complete trash. Such a terrible emulator. Like, the emulation itself is fine, but everything else is complete dog shit. Like, on that old PlayStation 1 emulator, you couldn't change the controls anymore when you had a game open. You actually had to quit the entire emulator and start it up again if you wanted to change the controls. Blows my mind. So bad. A2 is really OP, man. Look at it. Surely I'm not the OP one here. Yeah, you need pretty decent specs for emulation. I mean, it depends from emulator to emulator. PlayStation 1 you can emulate very easily. Most Nintendo stuff as well. Doesn't take that much. I think PSP emulation is super easy too. Depends how much you want to upscale the image in most cases. But yeah, especially PS2 emulation is a bit tricky. And everything that's 7th gen, like Xbox 360 and PS3, yeah, that does take a significant amount of power. There we go, that was the championship. That was so easy. I didn't even know this was 5 races. It felt like less. It felt like we just did 4. I was kind of preparing myself for a final one. There we go, the S800 race car. And this one we can then put into the K-Car Championship, and that should just wipe the floor with everything. Which would only leave us with 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 races, 5 championships left. Scott, thanks, man. Glad that I can be an inspiration to you. Take care, man. So let's go into the car that we just won. Oh, and the Classic Cup. Yeah, you're right. This thing is... Wait, no. This one's too old. It's from 68. This one's too old. Oh, was it 70s or before 70s? Let me check. Up to 70s. Okay, so we can also get in here, but we have to switch to sports tires. In fact, we may actually need some upgrades here. Okay, that's huge. Dude, we're making huge progress today. This is ridiculous. Okay, I'll try this. Where are we going? There. I don't need to necessarily upgrade it for the K-Car Championship, I'm pretty sure. That's not where I need to go. But maybe the Historian Grand Prix. We may have to upgrade it for that one. But it's a race car, so it should be pretty good right out of the box. I mean, if I have to buy tires, I may as well just buy the softs. And just 900 more. Modding PlayStation 2 games is really difficult. There's a few mod projects out there that you can check out. One of them I checked out, one of them I made a YouTube video on today. Oh wow, look at that. I think I'm getting that turbo upgrade. Car didn't sell well, hence why they ditched the division. Almost. Interesting. Okay, well it does have some upgrades. I don't think we need to put on any upgrades right this moment. Let's just beat the K-Car Championship. But then the Historic Championship might be a bit tricky. But this is gonna be so easy, I'm not even gonna look at the races. This is actually, like, this plays itself right now. There might be a 500 horsepower Buick in the World Classic Championship. Yeah, that sounds beatable. I mean, we can just see how it does. And then we can determine if it's worth upgrading the car or not. But this literally plays itself here. This is what I initially bought the Cappuccino for, which ironically enough is exactly the one that's in the race right now. Yeah, spent 5k on it, don't really need it. They can just get rid of it again. I don't need to... I'm just gonna keep him on steady, man. He does not need to do anything. I mean, maybe I'll put him to fast at least. It's not a randomizer video, no. You can probably tell by the fact that I answered your message. Yeah, 100 horsepower and such a thing? That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Okay, let's just speed it up. Actually, the car isn't even doing as well as I thought. Look at this. Did I tell him to push after all? I actually cannot get close to these fucking things. Dude, the car is not as good as I thought. I thought this would be like easy peasy. How is that possible? How is that actually possible though? Okay, then in that case, I'm really glad I didn't buy the, or I didn't actually use the cappuccino. Okay, well, we passed the cappuccino. I think we're about to pass the AutoZam. Yeah, there we go. Okay, stop overtaking. Decrease the pace. Wow, I actually waited up until the last lap for this crap. What the fuck? Why was that so close? Anyways, whatever. Whatever. How's it going? Pretty good. Let's hope the other races are gonna be a little bit easier. Because that was a little bit too close for my liking. I only play racing games. Yeah, I never played anything but racing games in my entire life. I don't even know what shooters are. Of course I play other stuff. And the car's having a rough time, surprisingly. Actually, not this time. I think I let go of the auto overtake button too early. Am I done with San Andreas? No. But currently I just want to create other content. I'll probably continue it at some point. Okay, well, I think once we're actually ahead, we're way faster. But getting ahead is a little bit difficult for some reason. In this particular instance. Update on the PSP video. Yeah, I actually, I'm almost done editing the footage together for the second act, like the second set of games. There should be some previews very soon. Just need to get my shit together. But yeah, it's coming together. Hopefully I can still get it done this month. Alright, are we doing driving park again? That's the beginner course. Oh, this is gonna be a pain in the ass. Something tells me this is just gonna be a pain in the ass. Let's see if I'm correct. I think it's all of these small courses for this championship. I mean, let's see how it goes. Fourth? Third? Second? Why is that Copen running away? Look how fast that Copen is, man. What the fuck? Okay, I think we passed it though. Nope. And my air driver fucked up again. Fantastic. Alright, come on. There we go. I think the power is holding up everything. I might be, yeah. That might be why. Okay, well that was probably the least exciting championship of the entire game. I'm glad that's over. But yeah, I gotta do it. You gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, I'm really glad I didn't end up doing this with the cappuccino. That would have been a pain in the ass. But it was more boring. Yeah, maybe. I mean, it was easier. What do I even get as a prize car here? It can't be anything useful. But let's see. Oh, that thing. Yeah, I remember when we only... I remember when I played the game with used cars only, this is what I had to use for the historic championship, and I think that was still really difficult. So we've actually done everything here except the FF Cup, which I'm surprised we didn't actually win any front-wheel drive car yet. Like anything. Oops. Dude, why is my controller getting disconnected? And look at this. How do we not have a single front-wheel drive car? That's crazy. Okay, well, let's try to see how this thing does in the historic car championship. Something tells me this is gonna be really difficult. Yeah, the also Bianchi may have been, that's true. We got rid of that one. But I think... Dude, what is going on with the controller? Hello. Fucking hate Xbox One controller. Without tuning, no chance. That's a Buick you guys were warning me about, right? I mean, 100. This thing has 100 horsepower, which is not a lot. Oh yeah, no way. That is not gonna happen. Honestly, not even without upgrades, I think. Not even with all the upgrades, this will happen. So what are the alternatives? Getting the Buick myself? I don't think I can just buy it. Huh. Retry the race until the Buick isn't in there? Yeah, I could do that. I mean, let's see. Can I just buy it? That's a GNX. That thing costs nothing, man. 58k. It will make it very easy. Ginetta instead, maybe? That's a good point. Nah, I think actually... I don't know. I think trying to do it with the load with the Honda S800 is gonna be a bit painful. The thing is, I'm actually okay with spending that money on the Buick because we're gonna get that money back from the championship anyways. You get 50k from the championship, and then for every race we get another 10k. Like, that's actually profit. The Ginetta will not do better. Buy it, tune it, could do some US racing. Good point. Good point. I'm literally just gonna fight fire with fire. If they're gonna throw a 500 horsepower Buick at me, I'll throw a 500 horsepower Buick back at the game. That's how we do it, man. That's how it's done. Definitely should be worth the money. If alone that we get the money back already, so. Oops. But some tuning to just have the edge would be nice, yep. Old Muscle Car Championship, I could win a Stingray C2 race car. That could be useful, yeah. And I will 100% put softs on this thing. And maybe even suspension upgrades. Brakes. Yeah, I think this thing needs handling upgrades en masse. We get all this money back from the championship. It's fine. We can spend. And yeah, once again, this car still opens up more opportunities. Supercharger. Yeah, we could. Do you think the AI can cope with the speed at that point? I mean, I'm adding all the handling upgrades I can here. Honestly, what I'm doing here is super excessive. I don't think you need to buy this many upgrades. Just for the record. It's probably fine to just get like a fucking exhaust in there, racing chip, and that's it. Yeah, NA tuning is gonna do more, but actually, dude, max NA tuning costs 70k. The silly little supercharger is 13k. Does roughly the same. Yeah, the skill level of the AI driver is aight. It's not great, it's aight. Okay, well that car is overpowered. Let me just say that. What's the skill level at right now that we complete more events? 69 machine skill. Nice, you can't even see it. 69 machine skill. Fucking nice. Alright, let's clip that. I see 10k per race and then another 50k for winning it. And then we're probably gonna get a really good prize car from the from the event as well. I think it's worth spending that much on the car. Is there a cap for the skill? I think it caps out at 100, if I had to take a guess. And now there's not even a fast car in here! Yeah, okay, GG. Now we don't even have another Buick or a Cobra in here. Yeah, GG fucking G, man. Let's see how fast this car accelerates. Holy crap. Look at this fucking... What are you doing? What's the start? And now we have literally no opponents. Look at this. Those are our opponents. I could have done that in the Lotus, man. in the Honda, I mean. Like, we're already first after less than 30 seconds. After literally just one corner. Look at this thing go. Yeah, that thing is good. That is just that's just unfair. That's just plain unfair. Honestly, I think I deserved cups like this. I deserve cups like this because I struggled so much in the beginning and I saved up so much money. I deserve to have cups like this. In my opinion. Have I tried to mod a PS2? Do I need a lot of requirements to mod a PS2? No idea. Never tried it, no. That sounds really complicated. Easy peasy, man. And keep it on cruise. You know, I'm not even gonna just keep it on cruise. I'm gonna keep it on slow down. I'm gonna keep it on slow down. That's how chill I am. Why is there this random Citroen 2CV in here, by the way? Like, who the fuck thought that's a good matchup? Why is that thing even in here, man? I'm actually going to... I'm actually going to lap it. Why is that thing in here? I'm pushing it! Because I don't have the overtake button pressed. Psych! That is... There, for everyone that wasn't sure if the overtake button does anything, there you go. That's bullet-proof right there. It was fast enough to lap a car on a 2-lap race flow. That's all you have to know. That's how fast this thing is. Oops. It is indeed a duck. I'm not sure why that thing is in there. Look, it's just so unbalanced. Yeah, this Buick actually kills everything. To be honest, that might be one of our fastest cars. I'm not sure if it's faster than the Z LM race car we have currently, but I mean in sheer horsepower it certainly is. But yeah, this is definitely among the fastest cars we have at the moment. It's pretty silly. Well, today has been very chill so far, I gotta say. All these tournaments, not a big deal, man. Yeah, we can definitely like go to the US Championship and just fuck shit up with this thing, 100%. Question is if we just need to. You know, at this point, I really just want to focus on the mandatory races. Delete the supercharger to do the NA races? Yeah? That might be a good idea. This thing is probably better than the Elise. In general. Even if I take the supercharger away. We're gonna lap it again. I think this is gonna be the most interesting part of the challenge. Oh, come on! I had the overtake button on. That would have been an interesting way to play this. God damn it. Would have been interesting to see if we could lap this thing in every single race, but now we can't anymore. Yeah, I also remember the price car was probably the Daimler carriage. You're right. Not something we can use, but yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we got a lot of money from this championship. And it has to be done anyways. Oh, you're fucking joking. Well, I'll take that opportunity to take a piss. See you guys in a second. Was doen? Then first. Oh, we're close to being a... I mean, I just kept him on steady because I am really concerned that the AI will make bad mistakes here. Man, imagine being in a Citroen right now and just trying to do a whole lap of Nürburgring. Man, that would take ages. That would actually take ages. Wait, I overtook the 2CV before the starting line. That's actually illegal. Nice. The AI driver is starting to become more like me. Ignoring racing regulations. But look at it zoom, man. And this is just cruise. Especially because I think with this car on this track, if I don't have it on cruise, he will definitely fly off somewhere. 100%. Yeah, I did see the video where someone tried to do a lap in the Motorwagen. I mean, it's a pretty old video at this point. It's really absurd because the Motorwagen actually cannot go up the hills on this track. So what the guy did is basically position himself sideways and just kind of like nudge himself forwards bit by bit. Absolute cancer. What age do we think we turn into an adult? I don't know, look into a law book? But honestly, like, if we're talking mentally, different for everyone. I've met people that were 16 and very mature, and know people that are 40 and are still mentally teenagers. Chris, thanks, man. Glad to hear it. Thanks for the kind words. That was Jimmy. Dude, actually, Jimmy Broadband joined my stream the other day on Twitch. I think it was on Tuesday. When I started the Midnight Club 3 challenge. I actually stopped by on Twitch. I watched for like, I don't know, like 15 minutes or so. And yes, I did give him a sub. Obviously, I'm a nice guy. Is the AI stuck or am I blind? Nah, okay, it was just the carousel section, I think. Chat went ballistic? No, not really. I mean, people were generally excited that he joined the chat, but it was very civilized. People didn't really bombard him with messages or questions or whatever. I can turn back to the camera to see him push down the straight. Okay, so push. Let's see. How much do you think this car can do? I think 300 should be doable. Nice camera here, by the way. That's a really cool camera. Yeah, easily can do 300 this thing. Cool. B-Spec Mode for Need for Speed game. Could actually work. I think there's already trainers out there that let you have an AI take over your car. Well, you could do that actually. Yeah, honestly, that might be something for future streams. It's a really good idea actually. That is actually a really good idea. Especially with cop chases. Yeah, I gotta note that down somewhere. That's a really good idea. Red. Depending on how well the video does here, eventually, of course. But I can do that. Yeah. Honestly, replays in Gran Turismo look fantastic. What does it, man? They're putting us on all these cancer tracks here, I swear to God. This I am happy I don't have to drive myself. Monaco with this car? Fuck that. That's not something I would want to drive myself. was that? This time I actually did pass the Citroen for the starting line. You're right. I hope the AI driver can pass them all because it's just such a tricky track to navigate and overtake on. Like, although we have a much faster car here, I don't know, man. I just hope this goes smoothly. I have one qualifying started. Surely. I just got spammed on Discord. Did be multiple people actually. They can wait. As I thought, it's a bit tricky for the AI to overtake, but yeah, on this straight, yeah, GG. GG, I say. Hey, Grinder. I mean, Dark Viper raided me before on Twitch. He didn't necessarily stop by. At least I don't remember him writing anything in chat. I think he just raided me and then left. But also really nice for him. Was the highest, actually it was the second highest view count I ever had. But yeah, a lot of people actually stuck around from that, which was nice. Let's speak German. Yeah. I think the most, like the biggest raid I got was from DustinEden, like 2 years ago I think by now. That was wild. That was actually crazy. Actually, it could have also been just 1 year ago. And 1 year ago was already here. I was definitely in the old apartment. I think she raided me with like 5,000 viewers or so. Or 6k, I don't even remember. But yeah. Grüße nach Rheinland-Pfalz. Ah, see? Grinder, you stuck around from the Dark Viper raid. Nice. The race with wheel and pedals, I don't use it very often. I do have a wheel, like I think it's a Thrustmaster T150. I don't really use them that often because this table here is just not good. Just generally my setup is not well designed around the wheel and pedals. I'll have to build something up entirely new if I want to use those more often. Nah, I don't think I'm going back to Pokemon. I mean, I did buy the Diamond remake and it didn't really hook me. In general, I don't really play RPGs that much anymore. Alright, let's just speed it up. Cruising Monaco Aero with such a big car would be a big vibe. Yeah, cruising with a car that has more than 700 horsepower. I think that's and also something this old, so it doesn't actually have any traction control or anything. Yeah, that's very, very chill. Yeah. Used car seat for the pedal and wheel. Yeah, but doesn't really fix the problem. I'd still have to find like a screen where I could properly put it. I do have a VR headset, and honestly, I don't think I've ever actually used my wheel set without VR. Like I had a VR headset before and then I bought a wheel afterwards. And I only ever used these two things in conjunction. And I guess that could still work. I have to figure out a way to make it work. I think this is not another desk table. This is a kitchen table actually. Corkscrew, can you do it? Yes. Do I like to 100% games occasionally? It really depends on the game and how hard it is to do. There are just games where doing 100% is a waste of time. It's just too difficult or too grindy. I mean, if you can sit in a 700 horsepower car with no traction control that is made in the 70s and you can enjoy the drive, then yeah. Then have fun. Okay, I think that was it actually. Yeah, race 5. Easy clap. And now we actually got more money back. Despite spending so much on the Buick, we actually got more money now than before. And it was such an easy tournament. So that was perfect, really. Great car. I'm sure we can use that somewhere. 86, that must mean like 1986, right, by the way? So, what else do we have to do here? Yeah, we still have the NA championship, which we may be able to do in the Buick as well. We just have to remove the supercharger. Boxer Spirit, we may just have to buy a roof for this, to be honest. Supercar Festival is gonna be tricky. What do you mean production cars only? Is mine not a production car? This might be tricky. And then for the GT World Championship, we need something really fast. That's obviously the ultimate goal. But then we also still have the Front Wheel Drive Championship, but there isn't really much left anymore. But I think getting there is gonna be very difficult. Okay, I'd say let's just do the easiest thing right now and just remove the supercharger from the car. Actually, I think you can do that in here. Let me see if I'm correct. You can do that in here. And then settings. See if I do this correctly. Yeah, supercharger none. So we're back to 600 horsepower, which honestly is still a lot. That's still a lot. It's not as absurd as before, but still a lot. Okay, now it's gone. At least it was gone here. I'm not sure if that's saved. Let's see. Yeah, it did save. Okay. Let's see how good it still is here. I don't know what opponents will get here. To the garage and press start? What would that do? Can you tune a car forward car production? What? Do you mean if I can tune the cars there? I don't know. Oh, Christ. Yeah, that's much faster. I see TVI, I saw a Zonda up there. Ooh, okay. That's gonna be tough, I think. Let's see. I mean, it looks like we could actually pass the TVR fairly quickly here. Yeah, Zonda is gonna be oof, man. That is bad news. I mean, we can still put a few upgrades into the Buick if it's close. And to be fair, this is a really bad track for the AI as well. Like, the AI performs very badly on this track here. This is gonna be bad news here, man. Especially these other cars are probably tuned. And the Buick did get a weight reduction, stage 1. Honestly, I will usually just go for stage 1. Stage 2 and stage 3, for these the diminishing returns are way too massive to be worth it. I need to be really desperate for that to be worth it. We at least got past the pack. Actually, why is there a 350Z ahead that's so fast? I mean, it doesn't really look like we're losing much time right now. It's good, I guess. Ooh. I mean, it's still a long race. I mean, at least it's not a tournament, so I can just do whatever. I mean, right now I'm not telling him to push, of course. Because I know how bad the AI is on this track. Should I already tell him to overtake? We are actually making up time. We are getting closer to that Zonda. I think honestly, if we can beat this event, we can beat all the other ones. Yeah, it looks super stylish in the rear. Yeah, we are still getting closer. And that is giving me some hope. Oof. Yeah, it is one of the earlier Zondas, so not as bad, but still. I really hope I can pass that Z soon. Because if you can't pass that Z, we're just wasting time. Yeah, I think we got it. What? What are you doing? Yeah, okay, push him out. Yeah, it's fine. Fine. Go for it. Push him wide. Okay, now we only have that Z, that Zonda. Should I tell him to push? He's not making any mistakes. Fuck. Once my tires are warm, give him a push. And they're somewhat warm. I'll leave it on fast. I mean, we are getting closer. I'm just not sure if the speed is good enough. Only 2 seconds. We are really close. We are really close. 1 second. The butt clench, man. If this was just a 2-lap race, no way we could have beaten this. No way. Okay, we're close enough. I'm pressing the overtake button. Come on! Oh, I think he's gonna do it. Yeah. Ah! Fuck. Wait, what was the Zonda doing there? Yeah, he ran. Ah, man! This is so fucking close. Oh, maybe now? Oh my god, are you kidding? Come on, it has to happen now. Yes! Yo! Okay! Way to keep it interesting, man. Waited until the last possible moment to overtake.